Hello, everyone. It's Todd Schrock, the Blue Jackets Communications Department. I want to welcome Patrik Laine to our organization. Thank him for spending some time with all of us today. If you have a question, please raise your hand. I'll ask you to unmute, and you'll be able to ask your question. So to start, we'll go with Brian Munz. Go ahead, Munzie.
Thanks, Todd. Patrik, I guess before you begin your new chapter of your career, just your thoughts on being a Winnipeg Jet. And second part to that, is there a specific highlight for you that is the most fun, whether it was the 5-goal game, whether it was taking your team back to Finland or your last game, just kind of what comes to mind for you today?
Yeah. Well, obviously, drafted by Winnipeg and spent just over 4 years here. I think it was a great place to play hockey. You know, everybody knows how passionate the fans are and how loud the building gets. So it was an awesome place to play hockey, and probably I would still say my first game. I think that's something I'll never forget. Playing that in front of a home crowd, in front of my family. I mean, that was pretty special.
And just to follow up, if I can, obviously there was talk and speculation since the season began. What was it like when you finally found out today that the deal was done? Appreciate it.
I think it was just shock. You never know what to expect. You know, there's always rumors going around the league, and now finally when they let me know earlier today, it was kind of shock and didn't know what to do, but just gonna say hi to everybody and say goodbyes, but I'll see them in the corners next year, and hopefully in the playoffs.
Next, we'll go to Aaron Porchline with the Columbus Dispatch. Go ahead, Porty.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Patrik. Welcome to Columbus. What are your thoughts on the new chapter? I mean, it's always a shock to get moved. When you think of the Blue Jackets, how do you think you might fit in here, and who are you looking forward to playing with or getting to know?
Well, yeah, thank you. It's awesome to be part of the Blue Jackets organization right now, and happy that they wanted me on board, and I couldn't be more excited. It's always a new chapter, and kind of going to a new place, meeting new guys. It's kind of scared, but it'll be fine. There's a bunch of guys I know, and a couple Finnish guys too, and just super excited to meet everybody and get things going.
Do you have a sense yet, Patrik, what your time frame is and how long it will take you to be able to get here with the visa, with the COVID and such? Do you have a time frame yet?
No idea. I think they're just gonna let me know how the visa things works out, and but for now I'm just packing my stuff and just be ready to go whenever they're ready.
Next, we'll go to Mike McIntyre at the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
Hi, Patrik. A lot of Jets fans are going to naturally wonder, why couldn't it have worked out here? Why not finish your career with the team you started it with? I'd just like to know, your thoughts on maybe where it didn't work out and why a trade ultimately happened here 4.5 years into your career.
Well, yeah, I think that's a tough one. It's a tough question. Like, I don't really know. Like right now, I don't even want to think about it. Just gonna leave it behind me and take all the great memories I had with this team and my teammates with me, and move on. But I think there was just I don't think maybe it wasn't a right fit for me and for the team. They have a lot of depth and a lot of great players. So I think it was just the team's time and my time to move on, and they got a hell of a player in return too, which he'll be a good player for the Jets, but I think it was just time for us to move on.
Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger from the Columbus Dispatch. Go ahead, Hedge.
Yeah, speaking of Pierre-Luc Dubois, you guys were drafted, 2-3 in the same year there. Did you guys have, friendship, relationship? Do you guys know any, did you meet each other at the draft or anything like that? Have you talked?
Honestly, not too much. Like we were just like after the combine, we went to the Stanley Cup Finals in San Jose. So spent a little bit of time over there, and obviously a bunch of media stuff at the draft. But seems like a good guy. The little time I spent with him, funny guy, really good player. So it's the Jets will have a good player for hopefully a long time.
Next, we'll go to Tom Galiti at NHL.com. Go ahead, Tom.
Hi, Patrick. I know you just got traded today, but Yarmo talked a little bit about wanting to, establish a long-term relationship with you. How open are you to that? And does your maybe a little bit of a relationship with Yarmo maybe help some coming into Columbus?
Well, yeah, obviously he was excited to get me on board and trade a big time player like Dubois for me. So that's obviously a big thing for me that team wants me and wants me bad. So that was obviously a great thing for me. And I'm open for sure. I mean, hopefully that's going to be a spot where I'm enjoying life, enjoying playing hockey, and everything I've heard about the organization, the city, it's only positive things, and they have a good young team, and hopefully I can bring my kind of playmaking abilities and my shooting abilities into the team and work as hard as I can, and hopefully build something good.
Next, we'll go to Carter Brooks. Go ahead, Carter.
Hey, Patrick. Congratulations on the new destination here for you. Last time I spoke to you last week, I asked you about Nick Ehlers and a little bit about your fighting, and you told me that he's a pigeon, not to listen to him. We had a good chuckle. But today I listened to him, and he said that he's really sad to see you go. You guys had great things going on together. You were friends for a long time. Can you touch a little bit on your relationship and what it meant? Just to maybe you might have heard him, maybe you didn't, but just to hear him say goodbye to you and how tough it might be.
Yeah, well, it's obviously tough. There's a lot of guys that have been there the whole time with me, and all of them are great guys. I was and still I'm really close with Nicky, and being roommates for 3 years and spending a lot of time with him off the ice, it's tough. But like he said, this is the business side of hockey. These things happen, but it's it's a kind of a sad day, but still I'm really excited that I'll have a new opportunity in Columbus, and I'll have friends and brothers for life from the Jets.
Thanks, Patrick.
Next, we'll go to Jeff Sloboda, Jackets Insider. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks for doing this, Patrick. Torts said that he talked to you earlier today, and he seemed very excited about just that conversation. And not going into it too detailed, but just your first thoughts on kind of your the discussion you had with him and anybody else that you maybe had a chance to talk to so far from the Jackets.
Yeah, had some good talks. Obviously talked to Yarmo and Torts, and had a good talk. Kind of didn't talk too much yet. Just kind of a little bit of expectations and how excited the both parties are for me to arrive to Columbus. I was just expressing how happy I am to be a Blue Jacket now, and I think they're all been really excited to have me on board, and kind of just excited to get the things going and finally gonna wear that jersey.
Next, we'll go to Ken Wiebe at Sportsnet. Go ahead, Ken.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Patrick. Where's your game grown the most, Patrick, and what level do you think you can reach after this move here?
I think like overall, coming here 4.5 years ago as an 18-year-old, I think my game was it's night and day. The difference nowadays. Well, now I'm 22. I've been learning so much about the game, how to play the game, how to be a guy who wins his own battles. And there's a lot of things I still need to improve. But I think I'm on a good path. Had a good first game of the season, and obviously missed the last three, but I'll be ready to take the next step with Columbus, and I think it'll be a big one.
Just one last one. How do you think you'll be remembered by Jets fans? I know you've been a popular guy for a long time here.
Well, hopefully as a good guy. I've always, tried to be myself, and if somebody doesn't like it, then I don't know, it's too bad. But I think just being myself, I was always myself with the media, with the fans, on the ice. So hopefully they'll have good things to say about me, and always try to be a good guy, and good teammates. So hopefully they'll have some good memories of number 29.
Next, we'll go back to Brian Hedger at the Columbus Dispatch. Go ahead, Hedge.
Hey, Patrick, I forgot to tell you earlier, welcome to Columbus, and thanks for doing this as well. You're coming over here with Jack Roslovic as well. I mean, he's obviously over here, but teammates. What can you tell us about him? What are some of the things that we would like to know about Jack as a player, and getting him here?
No, it's great. I think he's a really good player. Obviously, we haven't seen his best in the NHL. Obviously, hopefully he'll get a bigger role and more opportunities to show his skill set. And he's one of the fastest and like skaters in the league. He has unbelievable hands. He can finish too. I think he's all around good, really good offensive player. Obviously, for him as for myself too, we got to work on our defensive game. And that's going to come when we get more years under our belt. And but yeah, he's a really good player, and all the Columbus fans are gonna love the way he plays.
Okay, next we'll go to Sean Reynolds at Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Patrick. One of the interesting things I always thought about you once you came to Winnipeg was your family was such a big part of your life, and kind of a big part of Winnipeg. I saw your mom at the mall, saw your dad in Iron Maiden concert. It was always easy to be able to talk with them. I'm wondering what's their plan, and are they going to kind of fit? Do you foresee them fitting into Columbus the same way they fit into Winnipeg?
Yeah, I mean, I came here with my mom as an 18-year-old, and I think they made it possible for me to be successful here, take care of all the things off the ice, so I could just focus on what I'm doing when I'm out there playing. So that was huge sacrifice from them too. I always had one of my parents here, so it was a big thing for them to see the NHL world and what goes like behind the scenes and stuff. Yeah, they're just happy for me, and excited to go to Columbus to watch some games, and they have a really great fan base over there, and it's always great atmosphere at the rink. So it'll be a fun one.
Okay, we'll take a few more for Patrick. We'll go back to Aaron Porchline with The Athletic. Go ahead, Porty.
Thanks, Todd. Patrick, the upper body injury you have right now, is there a sense that it's a minor injury and should be cleared up by the time you're here and able to play, or what do you know about that?
Yeah, I think I should be able to go whenever I come over. I think it's nothing I would be worried about too much. It's a short season. This kind of stuff happens. Players get injured, but I think it's just something that I don't think it should worry anybody.
Okay, we'll go to Ken Wiebe at Sportsnet. Go ahead, Ken.
I meant to lower my hand. Sorry about that, Todd. Thank you,
No
Patrick.
worries.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll go to Mike McIntyre at the Winnipeg Free Press, and then I think we have one in finish for Patrick. Go ahead. Mike.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, I won't try mine in Finnish, Patrick.
Good.
We spoke earlier today. You probably didn't hear it, but both Blake Wheeler and Paul Maurice spoke, and both of them were candid in saying that they do take some responsibility, maybe that things didn't work out here. I just wonder your thoughts on the relationship you had with Blake and also with Paul just during your tenure here.
I think we had a good relationship. Obviously, you know, I don't think we had any negative conversations with Blake. I think it was usually positive, and like he's a guy who, you know, leaves everything on the ice. So he'll, you know, I'm the same way. I get frustrated a lot, and you know, sometimes say things that I shouldn't say, but yeah, I think we had a, you know, good relationship, and with Paul too. You know, he was a good coach. You know, he's been coaching for a long time, so he knows how to handle players. So I think it was good.
First question will go to Aaron Porchline at The Athletic. Go ahead, Porty.
Thank you, Todd. Thanks, Jack Roslovic. Welcome. I don't even have to say welcome to Columbus. Welcome to the Blue Jackets, I could say. How did you get this news today? Who called you, and how exciting was this moment? I think it's a moment you've thought about, but maybe only dreamed about as a kid.
Yeah, no, it was in the works, I think last night, and it was when I got my first wind of it. And then today kind of, you know, got official, and now we're here. And so just excited to be in Columbus and be a part of the Blue Jackets.
This is something I know you've talked about it, joked about it, maybe thought about it. Does it still feel surreal, or is it sinking in that you're going to play for your hometown team?
You know, I'm really just excited about, you know, the opportunity. You know, it's just makes it that much sweeter too that it's in Columbus, and, you know, I'm super happy to be here. And obviously I grew up, you know, living here, watching the team play, and you know, it's definitely just an extra, you know, cherry on top.
You mentioned the opportunity. As far as I know, that was the frustration for you in Winnipeg. What have they told you about the opportunity that awaits you here in your conversations with Jarmo and John Tortorella?
I think they're just excited to, you know, get a player who can play, you know, the full length of the ice, and will, you know, hopefully fill in at a good center role. And, you know, with Patty coming in as well, you know, really round out the offensive group, and, you know, try to strive to make us a good team and a cup contending team.
Next, we'll go to Sara Orlesky. Go ahead, Sara.
Hey, Jack, just to follow up on Aaron's question there, or his comment, what was your biggest, I guess, frustration in the end with Winnipeg? And was it that you felt that the opportunity wasn't there that you were looking for?
I don't think there was ever a frustration really with the Jets and with Winnipeg. You know, I've got nothing but good things to say with them. You know, I talked to my peers around the league, and, you know, when you're on a team that good, you know, there's sacrifices that you need to make, and when you're winning that many games, you know, you're usually really willing, and that's the way I felt. You know, I'll never be able to, you know, my first, whatever, I think it was the first 3 years in the league, to be able to go to the playoffs and, you know, go as far as we did. So, you know, I have nothing bad to say. I don't think that there was ever not an opportunity. There's, you know, so many good players on that team, and, you know, I hope nothing for the best.
Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger at the Columbus Dispatch. Go ahead, Hedge.
Hey, Jack. You know, welcome to the Blue Jackets. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, I know that you skate around here like in the off seasons regularly anyway, and a lot of those skates will sometimes be with Blue Jackets players. Had you ever thought about this possibility, you know, actually happening? before?
I mean, yeah, well, of course. It's always a possibility when you get traded that it's to a team like your hometown team. So we always kind of do joke around about it, but the community and the guys on the team, I'm really familiar with already, and it's just going to make things that easier to transition.
Yeah, I understand you wore 96 with the Ohio AAA Blue Jackets. Was that part of the picking 96 there for you, or is it some other reason?
No, that was the reason. No, not too superstitious with my numbers, but I did it. I wore 96 growing up, and we'll keep on that trend when I'm in Columbus.
Lot of goals in 96.
And let's hope.
Next, we'll go to Ken Weeby at Sportsnet. Go ahead, Ken.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Jack. What's the next step in your development look like, Jack?
I think really just getting a role that I'm going to be able to really strive in and really help the team. As you develop, as you get better, you want to make the people around you better. You want to make your team better. You want to do everything to get to that ultimate goal, and I want to be a big part of it on this team.
And what were the last couple weeks like for you as you had to wait out this waiting game?
I kept I just had trust in the people that I had surrounding me, and my job never changed. My workout regimen, my skating regimen was always up to date and critical, and I knew how important it would be just in case there was a time like this, and I might be playing soon, so it's just about staying ready, and that's what I did.
Next, we'll go to Brian Munz. Go ahead, Munzie.
Jack, some of your memories here in Winnipeg from your time as a Jet, even playing with the Moose. What stands out for you that will be the fondest?
I mean, there's so many, but I think if I ever go back and really need to tap into something, hockey-wise, I would say it's the cup run that we had. You look back at that team, and I think that's a pretty ideal team in terms of what you want as a culture and what you want as a winning team. And even though we fell short, that's that team I'll cherish for a while and or forever, and really be able to take things from them and learn and apply it to whatever team I'm on.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Next, go back to Aaron Porchline. Go ahead, 40.
Hey, Jack, I'm fairly familiar with Ed Ginger practices, but how ready do you feel like you are to step in and play? Is it just a matter of getting through the 48-hour COVID and you're good to go, or?
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I haven't taken a step back, through my summer training and through, really figuring out a good and efficient way to train to be ready, because I knew I was going to play eventually. So, I've been prepared and I've been taking all the right precautions to step in whenever and as early as I possibly can.
Next, we'll go to Carter Brooks. Go ahead, Carter.
Hey, Jack, congratulations on the new contract and the new change of scenery. Just want to ask you quickly what it's like to go through this RFA situation, not knowing what's going to happen contract-wise, kind of hoping for something, and then obviously a bit of a holdout. Just maybe some of the timeline on your part and how it came to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's super frustrating, but that's just the business side of the game and the business side of the sport that we play. So, it is what it is. And like I said, you surround yourself with good people and a good team, and what you guys will need to do. And as the player, it's really important just so I don't have to take a lot of that burden. But yeah, it's just been a pretty smooth process for me. Like I said, I try to focus on more of the hockey aspect side and let the business side handle itself with the people that I surround myself with. So.
Next, we'll go to Jeff Sloboda. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Todd. Congratulations, Jack, on the deal. And just you just talked about the AAA program and Eddie Ginger, and I think you've been spending some time around those kids here recently. And just 10 years ago, you were one of those kids, and just how cool is it to have this kind of come full circle now, and you're kind of a proof is in the pudding that those kids can really achieve their dreams. How cool is it to be part of that?
Yeah, well, it definitely didn't start just a couple weeks ago. I've been known Ginger's kid for forever, and I watch all these guys, and I really keep up with them, and I enjoy going out there and competing with them, and as much as young as they are, they're all really good players and really good kids, and I want the best for them, and I want the best for youth hockey in Columbus, and I was telling you, it was great that you guys let me out there to come, and I think they enjoyed it as much as I did.
Next, we'll go back to Sean Reynolds. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Jack, congratulations on the new contract. You were talking earlier about talking with your peers. I've talked to your peers and close friends of yours within the game, and consistently they've always said to me, when Rosie gets that opportunity, he's really going to take off. How motivated are you to kind of prove those guys right and show that there's a real place for you at the top level of this game?
Yeah, super motivated. That's what I've wanted. It's what I've always wanted, and I'm going to take on a role here that hopefully, a role that I've been waiting for too. So, I'm going to make the most of it, and I want to do it for not only myself but for our team and the city. And like I said, it's really important, and I've done it before, and I'm not going to shy away from anything.
Next, we'll go back there in Porchline. Go ahead, Porty.
Hey, Jack, who's the first person you called when this became official? Or were there, I'm sure guessing there were people's names and faces ripping through your mind that you were excited to let them know. Who was the first?
Yeah, my mom, of course. She wanted to know about it first, and I think I could give her that courtesy. So,
okay.
But yeah, I've gotten endless and a lot of text messages from kids I went to high school with, kids I grew up with, and just friends in the community that's been really supportive of me wherever I've been, and I think they're really happy as well, and it kind of stinks that there aren't any fans in the stands, but I think this will hopefully get some people on their toes and watching the games.
Laine was joking earlier that if you listen to Jack Roslovic, Columbus is the greatest city in the world. You're quite the ambassador for the city. How have you taken, I don't know if you've caught wind of this, but with some of the stuff that's transpired in Columbus with Panarin, with Bobrovsky, we could go on here, but with Dubois, there's a perception of Columbus that for some it's not a destination. How can you push back on that? What are your thoughts on that? What would you tell somebody who thinks that?
Well, of course I'm going to be a little bit biased, but I grew up here. I have spent pretty much my whole life here, so I'd have nothing bad to say about the city, and I think I tell everyone it's definitely underrated. The city has developed so much from when I first was born and what I first remember from it. I've had season tickets since the day they started in 2000, and I've watched the team grow and I've watched the city grow, and I think that it's not even close to its potential, and like I said, I'm just super excited to be a part of it, and anybody who wants to tell me differently, I'll be more than happy to try to persuade them the other way.
Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Hedge.
Hey, Jack. I got a couple quick ones for you. Just heard that you got last week, I believe you got to design and run your own practice for the AAA Blue Jackets. What was that like? Did that give you a little, taste of what it might be like to be a coach?
No, I don't want to be a coach anytime soon. I didn't do anything bad, but I think they can there's better coaches than me.
Yeah.
But no, the kids are, like I said, the kids are awesome. And, you know, when we had guys out there with us, I remember even, you know, Cam was, you know, super supportive of me, and he would always, you know, call me whenever I needed anything, or I'd call him whenever I needed anything when I was young. And, you know, that's the way I want to be to these kids. And it's special when you get guys, who do that and who reach out and genuinely care. I know how important it is, and I know how far it goes in these kids' books.
Yeah, and kind of led right into what I was going to ask, but you know, Cole Sherwood, a friend of yours, obviously made, you know, history last year about, you know, being the first Blue Jacket who was raised here, you know, to play an NHL game here. How important is it to just for the growing hockey community that you have here in Columbus to see people not only make the NHL but to be able to play for the hometown team?
Yeah, I mean that's what, you know, a lot of these kids are going to dream about, and to be able to do it is one thing. So, you know, it's awesome. Like I said, I've got, you know, I'm Columbus faithful, and you know, I love the fact that Cole is paving the way and Carson's paving the way, and you know, all the guys that are here that we skate with on a daily basis in the summer and see, and you know, just the relationships that we've formed. And you know, we couldn't have done it without this city, without the program, and you know, without, you know, a lot of things that all, you know, grassrooted here. So I really do hope that these kids, you know, genuinely love the game as much as we do, and I really think they do. And it's great to see, and like I said, I just love to be a part of it, and you know, love to be there and just be a figure for them.
All right, we have two more for Jack. First, we'll go to Sean Reynolds. Go ahead, Sean.
Jack, you mentioned those season tickets. The last I checked, your dad, I think, still had them. Does he still have them? And if so, they're right behind the visitors bench. So is he going to be booing them a little extra loud coming out the tunnel?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll have to get them switched somewhere else. But that was definitely my favorite spot when I was there. It got to see all the action. So, you know, it was just I don't know what he's going to do with them. He's got a little bit of time to decide. There's no fans in the stands right now, so we won't be getting too close anytime soon.
All right, last one. We'll go back to Aaron Porchline. Go ahead, Porty.
That's a bad one on me, Shrock. I meant to put my hand down. Sorry.
All right. Well, with that, thanks everybody. Jack, thanks a lot for spending some time with us today. Look forward to seeing you soon. Everybody else, thanks very much.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.